Hey again, Exclusive Care members. This is Ryan Wan, Wellness Educator for Exclusive Care's wellness program, Healthy Highways. Welcome back to our Mastering Your Movement series, where we offer techniques to help you regain some of your basic human movement patterns. We'll discuss a technique to help you improve your hip hinge, a basic human movement pattern that allows you to bend over and pick objects up with greater safety, efficiency, and hopefully enjoyment. Lift with your legs and not with your back has become a default phrase whenever we or someone in our company is faced with the act of picking up a substantially heavy object. However, the fact is that our backs will always be involved in any act of bending over or lifting. The trick is to use your back and the muscles surrounding it in the proper way, which is to lift or bend from the hips, otherwise known as hip hinging, with a stabilized neutral spine. The stabilization comes from the muscles of the trunk of the body, and the neutrality of the spine is simply the absence of rounding or hyperextending of the natural curve of the spine. All of the actual movement comes from the hips, while the stability is created through the trunk. Our drill today, the stick hip hinge, is meant to provide you with feedback in your performance of this movement skill. All you need is a sufficiently long and straight stick, possibly a broom or mop handle. Place the stick along your backside, holding the stick with one hand behind the small of the neck and one hand behind the small of the back. The stick should have 3 points of contact at all times: at the back of the head, on the spine between the shoulder blades, and on the rear end. Now, attempt to perform the hip hinge. Your shin should remain almost vertical and your hips should move backward. Most of your body weight should be felt mid-foot to heel. When you feel a reasonable amount of stretch in the back of your legs, return to the upright position. If the stick lost contact with any of its 3 points of contact, you lost proper alignment. It's as simple as that. How do you fix this? Continue practicing the hip hinge, focusing on maintaining contact throughout the movement. Continue practicing as often as possible until you have mastered this skill. Feel free to revisit the stick hip hinge as time goes on to make sure you have retained the skill sufficiently. That's all there is to it. This is Ryan Wan with Exclusive Care's Healthy Highways. Thank you for joining us today.